So recently I watched the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and I once after I watched it, I had to give my full thoughts regarding this video because there is so much stuff regarding this movie that I enjoy, and I kind of just want to talk about it and whatnot. So yeah, this is my thoughts regarding the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie. Spoiler alert, it's a must watch. To be honest, it's honestly one of the greatest animated movies of this year that I've watched. It's really good. I recommend it. So let's go ahead and get started.
So I remember when I watched the first Spider-Man movie, the Miles Morales one. I think it was pretty good, to be honest. I think it was pretty good. It was a really good movie, and it was cool. And then the second one came out, and unfortunately, I was able to see it since I didn't have enough time. But not only that, my homies wanted me to go, but I didn't have enough time to go to. But regardless, I asked them how was it, and they said it's really, really good. And even I was like, I'm excited to watch it. And then I saw it a couple of days ago. It came out on Netflix. Asked my girl about it. She said it was really good. So I figured, I was like, you know what, I might watch it. So this is where we're at right now. And a couple of days ago, which was around, I think, November 10th, or I don't know, November 10th or November 8th, I watched it. And without a doubt, this is low-key one of the greatest animated movies of this year regarding sequels. And this is really good. And we're going to talk about it. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the beginning of the movie and how it started, specifically regarding Spider-Gwen. If y'all remember Spider-Gwen, obviously she's her partner in crime regarding Miles Morales and love interest. And the background story regarding her is low-key kind of cool, of how she got there and what she was doing behind the scenes as Miles was just out here saving the city and whatnot. And it's cool to see it. I wasn't expecting to start off with Spider-Gwen kind of just regarding Spider-Gwen and how she helped out, or how just overall the beginning, her backstory. Regarding Miles, we saw his backstory and whatnot when we first saw the first movie. So to see Spider-Gwen and her background story and how she and what she's been doing, it's kind of crazy to think about. And I like, it was a really strong start regarding the beginning of the movie, and so far it was a really good start regarding the beginning. I really enjoyed it. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is the characters. The characters in this movie were really good regarding it. There was just so much regarding the characters that happened. Regarding Miles, regarding Gwen, and how they get older, which I'll talk about in my next point. But regarding the new characters, I want to say I think it was Miguel. I think in this movie, regarding this big dude, I forgot his name since usually my memory is kind of thin, so I wasn't able to basically remember all the characters. But I see we got this dude. He was a big role in it as he was trying to stop Miles and whatnot. You got all the people from the different Spider-Verses and whatnot, and I really like that though, how it had not only did the characters kind of played a huge role, a lot of the characters, but regarding the story and how it involved a lot of the dimensions and how they didn't want Miles to be at the other dimension due to him affecting a lot of stuff. And it was just amazing. It was a crazy story, but a really good one. And just the overall, a lot of the characters being a really good tribute regarding of them being in the dimension, as well as them trying to, I guess, stop Miles and whatnot. And a lot of the characters in the dimension were pretty cool. You have a bunch of characters from different Spider dimensions kind of just helping to stop Miles, which is kind of crazy to think about. So that was another point to bring up, just regarding the characters. And the characters were just amazing, just overall. All right, the next point that I mentioned in my last clip was about the relationship and getting older. This is also the main point, the relationships regarding Miles and Gwen. It's cool to see their relationship kind of get closer and whatnot, as they're they have a straight up strong bond with each other and helping each other any means necessary. And it was just a cool little, really cool relationship and whatnot. as well as like kind of like Miles' relationship with his family and whatnot, and him trying to reveal that that he's supposed to be Spider-Man. I remember I saw like him revealing it, and his mom was kind of confused, like, okay, who's Spider-Man and whatnot, and she kind of just ignored it, I guess. But with that being said, still just regarding the relationship between his family and especially with Gwen, it's kind of crazy to think about, and the fact that their relationship was like really close, especially around this scene that I'm showing right now, is really cool. There are so many animations regarding it, which I'll also get to in my next point. But with that being still, just overall the bond that they have with each other is really good. And regarding him and Gwen, which is cool, as well as them getting older. Like it was cool to see, like in the first movie, Miles like discovering him having getting the spider power, becoming Spider-Man, and then you see in the second movie he got a lot older. He got a lot older. That's for sure. He got taller and whatnot. So it's cool to see him like getting older, and him still being like the protector of his city, regarding him being Spider-Man and whatnot. So the next point I obviously want to bring up is obviously the animation. The animation is this. Like I said in the beginning, I think it's honestly one of the greatest animations I've seen this year and overall, to be honest. Because regarding like Marvel, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm not like a big Marvel fan regarding like the story or anything. But with this being the story and kind of knowing what it was about and whatnot, it was a cool little like story to kind of catch up on. And it's definitely then the animation has really gotten a lot better regarding the second movie. First animation was really good, but this second animation, ooh, it was good. It was really good. Regarding just the animation wise, there were so many screenshots that I wanted to just pause and just look at, because there were just so many good scenes from the movie that was just a good like wallpaper or good iPhone wallpaper or something like that. But it's just overall the animation was just so good, like really good. Definitely one of the greater animations I've seen regarding Marvel. It's one of a kind, and they really stepped up the game. They stepped up their game regarding Across the Spider-Verse. The next point I want to bring up is the music. First off, big shout outs to Metro Boomin for the help regarding the Across Spider-Verse movie. There was so much songs regarding Metro Boomin, and though there are some hits from his, I think the latest album that he did, the Metro Boomin presenting the Across Spider-Verse soundtrack, he absolutely did his thing regarding this. There was so much regarding this album that did so well with, and the music in this is so good. There's a lot of songs from this that are so good and are so damn good. If you're wondering what my favorite is, probably Annihilate, All the Way Live, or All the Way Live, Danger, and especially with JID. Yo, JID killed that verse. Calling, Self Love is pretty good, that one's really good, and a bunch of other ones. But those are probably my top picks regarding this album. But the soundtrack for this was so good. Like I said, big shout outs to Metro Boomin for like regarding the soundtrack and whatnot. He absolutely did his thing regarding it, and even without like some soundtracks, like just overall fighting, whenever they're fighting regarding the music, they put their foot into the music, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out regarding the soundtrack. It was such an amazing job regarding the music. Huge shouts, like I said, to Metro. And it was cool seeing him having a little cameo in the movie as well. So I saw his like little Spider Man little cameo, and I was like, "Yo, there he is." And he was so cool. It was so cool having a little cameo from him. Like I said though, huge shouts to Metro. Now that was the goods of it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, there was a lot of goods regarding this movie. And I do have one bad thing about this movie, and it's not really it is a bad thing regarding it. And I'm just gonna get it straight up honestly. It was the ending. The ending really just was so underwhelming. How Gwen is just basically trying to help Miles and regarding the ending and whatnot. and she's just basically just trying to help him, but it just ends like that. Like she goes recruits everyone that helped with Miles, and then they just end it like that. And of course they're teasing for another Spider-Man movie, which I'm excited about. Don't get me wrong. It was, to be in my opinion, I think it was a bullshit type of ending that was just, it was really underwhelming. I am excited, yes, but the way it ended kind of just, I just wasn't a fan of it. Only because now that we kind of getting all this hype up and they kind of just, oh, this is just the ending of the next movie. We have to wait then to like a couple years until the next movie comes out, which I hope it doesn't come out which I hope it comes out really soon, because like I said, I think this movie was absolutely phenomenal, and I think this is a must-watch movie. In my opinion, this is a really, really good movie. But that's probably the only bad thing about it was the ending. The ending was just how it ended. I personally wasn't a fan of, but overall, I think this movie was a phenomenal movie. If you guys haven't seen it, at least go watch the first one and then the second one, or if not, at least watch the second one. This one is way better than the first one. Even in the beginning, once they show Miles, he kind of gives you a little summary of what happened to the first one. So if you want to see it, see the first one and then come back to the second one. Or if you don't have the time, watch the second one. They kind of give you, like I said, a little summary of the first one. But with that being said, that is my review regarding this. I just wanted to talk about this because this movie is easily like top 3 favorite movies that I've watched this year. This was such a great movie and I really enjoyed it. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this, and if y'all like this, you feel me, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.